hate being a mom. Like, I hate being a mom. Hey, y'all, what's up? It's Kiana, okay? It's Kiana. And I was triggered this morning because when I woke up, I wanted to take a nap. And I could not take a nap. And I thought to myself, you can't take a nap because you're a mom. Not only are you a mom, you're a single mom. That's why you can't take a nap. And I said, you know what? I'm going to make a video about things I wish I knew before I became a mom. Or a single mom, rather. A single mom. Things I wish I knew before I became a single mom. Now, if you're new here, like I said, I'm Kiana. I am a single mom of 6 beautiful children. I had twins twice. I've only been pregnant 4 times, which means I would have only had 4 children. And y'all probably like, well, 4 children is a lot. But to me, a mom of 6, 4 children is not a lot. But I'm a single mom of 6 beautiful babies. I have an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, 2 4-year-olds, and 2 3-year-olds who I absolutely love to dear life. So don't think that this is one of those videos that I'm gonna be like, oh my God, I hate being a mom. Like, I hate being a mom. That's not this. So if that's what you were looking for, that's not this. Well, first things first, let me tell you a little backstory. I was a single mom of, so my kids are like 2 years apart, except for my last set. So my first, second, and third kids are all 2 years apart, right? And so my first kid, dad was super abusive, beat me to a pulp. Damn near, and then he went to prison, so I wasn't gonna like wait for him to get out of prison and make more babies with him. And then my second child, her dad was just like some poor vagina management, whereas I just was she don't know what she doing. This bitch is giving it out. What the hell, girl? And so yeah, that happened. And then, as y'all know from following me, my first set of twins, I was dealing with my sneaky link. And so I'll say this. So with my first kid, I was like, okay, cool, we cruising, but I was not a good mom. Just Mason alone, I was an okay mom, but there was a lot of things that I just did not know because he was my first kid. Now with my second kid, I was a better mom than with my first kid, but I was still not like a good mom. I can look back and be like, dang, I wouldn't do that now. I wouldn't allow that now. Like, I wouldn't have dealt with X, Y, and Z. All this, that, and the third, whatever. But when my first set of twins came along, that's when I actually tapped into who I was as a mom. And I wasn't a single mom. Because when they were born, I was with my ex. And then 10 months later, we had a second set of twins. And so I was not a single mom of 6 children. I had never been a single mom of 6 children. So I was like, I went from bad mom of 2 to like good mom of 6, which was like, it was just like a whole 180. It was a flip. But when you have 6 children, you really have to hone into like your different abilities and skills, and you have to like put yourself aside. And I think that's where I struggled at with being a mom of 2. I didn't want to put myself aside. I was still a hot girl. I was still, I was just, so, but I was not a single mom of 6. We had a family, and then he left one day or whatever. We're not gonna get into that. It's a different story for a different time, and I'll tell that story when he's here to tell the story with me. Now what was I saying? Okay, so when he left, I had to like tap into like a different thing, and some things that I wish I knew before he left, before I became a single mom, is that like being a mom is not hard. Being a mom is always going to be what you make it. Like, how your kids act and how they treat you are going to be a product of what you have instilled in them, right? Making the money to take care of the kids and being the mom, that was difficult for me once I stopped doing influencer work. That was like, okay, I actually have to like make money and do this, and that was hard. There is no break. There is no, unless you have a village, and I'm talking to like single moms, I'm talking to girls who are probably pregnant and about to be a single mom. Unless you have a really supportive village behind you, stop having sex, okay? I'm gonna look dead at the camera when I say this. Unless you have people in your corner that are going to watch your kid while you go and make some money, stop having sex, okay? Because diapers cost, milk costs, food costs. I think eggs is like $7. Like, stuff costs. And y'all be like, oh my God, people just be talking about no, stuff cost. It costs, okay? But making money, and then another thing that I have found that I've struggled with is being emotionally present for my kids as a single mom. Like, when I was a mom, like just a mom in a family, I was emotionally present for my children. I was emotionally present for my whole household. But as a single mom, finding the time to be emotionally present for them, and then also do all of the other things, like take care of the house, take care of the bills, take care of yourself, it's challenging. But you have to figure out how to balance that and how to put their emotions before your own emotion. Well, take care of yourself mentally and then put their emotions first, because that is what they're going to remember, and that's what matters, like how you made them feel. And there are little people with big feelings. They are small people with really big feelings. And I'm not saying that you have to cater to those feelings, or that you have to like be at their beck and call and do everything and be like the nicest mom in the world, because kids will test you. Okay, I be getting tested as bad. But yeah, that part, you do have to like put your emotions aside and be like, dang, this is just a 6-year-old trying to figure out life. This is just a 4-year-old trying to figure out life. This is just an 8-year-old trying to figure out life. And every year it's different. Every single year is different, because next year he's going to be a 9-year-old trying to figure out 9-year-old things. You know what I'm saying? I've never been a 9-year-old boy. I'll tell anybody this any day. I've never been a 9-year-old boy. I don't know what that's like. So when you come to me and you ask me questions, friend, I don't know. And sometimes me not knowing bothers me. And how that can come across to him can come across as me being aggravated with him. So that's another thing that I wish I knew before I became a mom. Like, you have to be emotionally present regardless of anything. And now my kids are getting off the buttons. I thought I had time to make a video, but I guess not. And that's another thing. Ain't much time for you. Nope, that's a lie. Time management. You got to be good at time management. You got to have some good time management. You got to be real militant, okay? You got to be running a military. You got to be like, no, this is what we're doing. This is how we're doing it. Hold on, y'all. But you got to be real militant. You have to be structured. You have to be disciplined. You can get in the front. Yeah. You have to be structured and disciplined. You cannot be like, oh, I just want to sleep in. Like, no, sit wherever. But yeah, time management, you got to be disciplined. You got to create a schedule. It's not about, like, you can do, let me just tell you something. You can do anything as a mom, as a parent, as long as you have good time management skills and you're disciplined. Like, if I get up at 4 a.m. to go to the gym and make time for myself and go, pray and have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or whatever, my thing is, and then I get my kids up and then we're intentional about our day, like it works. Time management is essential as like a mom, especially when you're just a person. Time management and discipline are essentials as a person. So another thing that I wish I knew before becoming a single mom was that, wait, what else? Really, those was the only things for real. Like, you gotta be real militant and have like real good time management skills, and you gotta be real organized. And lastly, let me tell you one piece of advice. If you become a single mom of 1 or 2 and you see that it's hard, there's like one thing that you can always do. Not have any more kids. You can stop having kids. It doesn't get easier, okay? It doesn't get easier. Take me for an example. And me, I'm pro-life. I'm not saying, hey, go have sex and go have. So I'm saying just stop having sex altogether. Can't pay me to get pregnant, okay? Can't do it. It's hard. But while it's hard, it's rewarding. But just stop. You can't pay me to have another baby, okay? I don't want it. So in order to not have another baby, I start again. Just don't do it. Just not gonna do it.